Welcome to Change the Game Academy. We are in a new micro course, this time related with accelerating the digital transformation on COVID-19. My name is Marcelo Iñarra. I am an international consultant in fundraising and engagement with a long career on digital and innovation. So in the next few minutes, I'll be providing to you 4 principles that are related about how you can accelerate digital transformation. The point number 1 is you need to fall in love with the imperfect digital life. You need to provide a cultural shift from analogical organization to a digital organization. One of the aspects is that you need to take fast decisions. And to take fast decisions is you need to have an agile decision-making process. I call liquid management. It's not volatile and it's not solid. It's something that you need to take decisions in a flexible way on the way. So one concept that is very useful to know is the beta mode. Beta is the first phase of that is used by programmers and people that we work on digital aspects. That is an imperfect phase of a product or a campaign. So after so many years, I realized that in digital campaigns, you are all the time in a beta mode and you need to improve on the way. And this concept is called optimization. So the point number 2 is related with you need to use during COVID-19 open digital resources that are ready to plug and play. So you don't need to develop anything new. And you need to use free apps like, for example, Google Apps, Facebook, Instagram, or any other, for example, marketing tools that are on your market. So, and again, you need to launch and you need to optimize all the time. The number 3 is related with the timing of your strategy. So in this crisis time, you need to have, for example, my strategy for this week. So you need to have a short-term planning and you need to launch your campaign and you need to test, to measure, and again, my favorite word is optimize, optimize, and optimize. So again, you need to plan in the short term and measure and optimize all the way. So one of the most common questions is related about digital storytelling in COVID-19. So how I can be relevant in the middle of this pandemic. So you need to find what is the crossroad on COVID crisis and your mission. So we are very focused on the news around the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, but we have our cause and we need to communicate our cause and we need to communicate our mission. So the way to do it, in my experience, is that you need to find the intersection between the COVID-19 crisis and your mission. So in this intersection, you can find the solution on the storytelling. So let me give you an example. For example, if you work with children's rights, you can, for example, work in a very affected area of your town, and you can provide, for example, in your program, you can provide masks or sanitizers or even training, providing a solution for the children under risk. So following the digital storytelling in COVID-19 times, you need to give a powerful role to your donors and your community. Something that was very useful for me to conceptualize this aspect is that we have the digital concept of we. It's not anymore that people are donating to your organization, that work in your organization, or they are volunteers. We need to consider the new concept of we, that is everyone that belongs to your digital communities. So this is the new concept of we. So let's recap in the next few seconds about the 4 principles. First, you need to fall in love with the imperfect digital life. You need to be ready to use open digital resources. you need to change your the timing of your planning, my strategy for this week, and you need to test digital storytelling. So it's not time to, we don't have time to waste, and we need to go and implement these 4 principles. I hope that you enjoy this micro course of Change the Game Academy, and please visit changethegameacademy.org for more information and new courses and training. Thank you. I hope that you enjoy it.